or gangs. Have I can't stand it. I get unnerved when I hear a white person. It's hard to talk to them. It's like hi. It's like when they say hi to you. It's like I don't know how to respond to this black person. It's like they're another, like I said, that planet. They came here on that planet. They went to Earth. We came to Earth. I don't know how to speak their dialect. That's idiot. That's silly. That's just downright silly. And sometimes you want to just tell them the serious silly in their face. Seriously, you want to tell them it's silly in their face because it's silly. You start talking about, well, I don't know if you eat food. Eat food. Come on, yes, I eat food. I don't look the different. I still have a nose, two eyes. I don't have four eyes and all that stuff. Everybody looks the same. All of us have two eyes, nose, a mouth. We walk on two legs. We have two arms. Some of us can, and some of us cannot. Some people cannot hear. Some people can't see. Some people can't walk. Are they not human beings? Of course they're human beings. They have those things, whether they are used or can be used. They still have them. It's like, okay, well, God just made this person. You didn't give them any ears because they can't hear. Okay, so those people can't hear because they have no ears. No, they have ears, but they just can't hear. And then you have those people who were, and you like to call them the farm because they had pictures where, and how many of those? I mean, you can count those people on your finger. It's not a wide case of those kids. It's not a wide case of those people. Not a wide case. So we make it seem like it's a wide thing. If it happened to one person, it happens to all nations. It's covered. That's wrong. That's not the question. We're different, but we still in the human. Look at this name, human. Human race. We're in that human race. We're the same human race. We're man. There's no difference in one man from the next. It's been proven. If you need blood and stuff like that, and you happen to have the same type of this white person, you can use that white person's blood. So the blood's gonna say, oh no, I can't use that. It's another person's blood. No, I know another race blood. Can't do that. And that man happens to be black, and the white person needs it. But it's going in and saying, we don't belong here because that guy's white and we're black. How crazy is that? That's crazy, right? But this is what we do with color of a person's skin. And we have to behave like animals. That gives us an excuse to behave like animals. No, it doesn't give you an excuse to behave like animals. You made that choice to behave this way. And you don't have to behave this way. There's one in charge, and that's God. And we need to start relying on Him. Now, I always worry that I go very, very long with this. I've been into many conventions and stuff like that. And they say, oh my goodness, they keep you on a long time. I'm telling you, there's no lunch break. You have this lunch break, you say, okay. No sooner it comes around, you know what's coming up next time. And so you're like, I can't do this. So here, what am I going to draw? Now, I started to want to draw my character again, but that takes a lot. Because just when you're drawing, let's do something like a scenery. Like a beach or something. I'm not good at, and it's not gonna be too good because of the, you know, a beach scene. That is beautiful. You know, you see a beach and stuff like that. They're beautiful. It's supposed to be beautiful anyway. Um, so everybody wants this beach effect. When they go on a vacation, where you want to go? You want to go where there's water, whether you know how to swim or not. You want to go right where there's water and stuff like that. You want to go into that fantastic scenery. Ooh, fantastic scenery. You want that scenery. Everybody wants that scenery. You want to behold that scenery, but you can only behold it so long with your eyes. You can't do too much with that scenery, but hold it in your eyes. You put it in a video camera. That's all right. You can do that stuff. You can put that beach scene in the video camera. I'll try to do this one. You can put that site in a video camera and say this is where we were. It was beautiful, and that person sees that another girlfriend, because you always want to show that off. You want to show I was here. That's where we were. I was there. That was me. You know, that was where we were, right there. You know, the person. You should give a credit. You know, you should understand when that person who's seeing this. You don't know if they're jealous or not. You don't know if they want to hear your mouth talking 100 miles a minute. That's wonderful. You went to this wonderful scenery. That's great, but I was here. And when I was here, I was, what was I doing? I was doing my regular thing. I need to get out there and go like where you were. Just go to this beach scenery, and you don't want to go. They don't want you to go to the same sceneries they went to. No, please. That's just like if you went there, and they may even say, "Why don't you go there? We can have a great old time and all that stuff." These are the mountains, but you see. And this from a distance, you have to believe that these mountains are very, very tall. And I don't know where this one is because, when they tell you, when they do these things, I don't know where these things are located. I have no idea. So hopefully I don't make a mess doing this. Because, drawing with a marker, erasable marker, it's not saying, hey, this is what I've been doing for a long time. And it's not to brag. I haven't been doing this a long time. I haven't been drawing with a marker for very long, where I can just say, hey, I'm a marker. Marker what? What do you call that? Um, Something. You say if you're good at something, I don't know. I can't think. Yeah, when it's good. Every time when somebody comes to me and say, "Well, you know that person, right?" And I know the person they're talking about, but then the name of that person escapes and it just goes away, and you're like, "Dadgummit, I know that person." And they're like, "Yeah, I know you know that person." And come on, you know his name, right? And you're like, "Yeah, I know that person. I know that person's name." And so, you just instantaneously forget that person's name. So, all right, I got my palm tree right there. And I'm going to let you know that there are several palm trees. There's palm tree in this little circle here that they got a palm tree and stuff like that. So you have palm trees, or they always have these things like that. And people love palm trees. They even have palm trees here, in where I am. And they have palm trees. I'm sure they have them all over the place, palm trees. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be in Florida, and it doesn't have to be in the islands. high in islands. It could be anywhere. Palm trees. Okay. And you see that some of them are just so wonderful. It's like they've been here for most of the time, and there's no water. There's no water. The palm trees, we call them palm trees, not pine trees. Pine trees, that was the usual. And some people like palm trees, and they have them, and they, some people do. They like that palm tree effect, and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, um, hey, this is gorgeous. This is beautiful. This is where I want to be. Now, this is all water here, and I don't know what to do with water here. I don't know how to treat that because it's supposed to be smaller right here. I don't know how to treat that water that's there. I can suppose I can just blue it up with my blue color, but yeah. But I don't know what to do with that water, to tell you the truth. I don't know. I can't tell you that. This one's about to go out. I always got to look at where I'm drawing to make sure that I am getting your attention. But we didn't see that last time because you didn't know. Okay. I don't know if anybody's looking at this, to tell you the truth. People are, I'm surprised and I'm happy. You may like me, you may hate me. And they say, you're still black. And, I have that. Just have to remind me that I'm black. I mean, newsflash, you're black. Well, thank you. I didn't know that. I thought I just got united in the white race. I laugh because this is humorous. But, I hear that. Sometimes I used to hear that in school. I said I used to, one time I just, I did things differently from other people. I just didn't believe in doing things the same way. I've always liked that. And I got ridiculed for it, for doing things differently, because I just wanted to see, because I just want to do things differently, just a curious girl, and I just wanted to know. I just had to know, and that was the kind of person. I was weird, okay? I guess you call that weird. And what I did is that, I didn't understand why. I said, well, it's white people there in my school, because I did have a few white people in my school. And I said this before, and I started hanging with them. Well, I started hanging with them because I wanted to know what was the big, deal. They, why can't you, we all, people. I said, what is so different? Why is it so different? That was my whole deal. It's like, why was it so different? That it was so hard that you gotta hang with your own color of your skin. You can't hang with that person. And I just didn't understand. I was a curious person. And so I decided in this grade, I was in the, I'm going to say I was in 6th grade, what I did. Yeah, 6th grade. And what I decided to do, I didn't have a lot of black friends, even though it was mostly black there, and it wasn't a big school. I decided, just to hang with white kids and see what the big deal is, And boy, was I called names. I was called Uncle Tom. I was called this. I was called that. And these are the same kids I was called by. They didn't really hang with me anyway. They didn't really hang with me. Well, when I was just hanging with myself, they didn't really hang with me. And now I'm all of a sudden, it's like you lost me, and you never had me because you never done anything with me when you did have me. You never went to the point where you said, hey, Bernadette, we like you and we like you hanging with us, and you know we don't want to lose you to anybody. No, they didn't. It wasn't even like that. They were just like they were just angry because I started hanging with that group of kids, and I just didn't understand. I said, these people, they must not really like me. I mean, I don't know what the deal. I don't know what I did to them. I mean, I must have done something to them, but they were just having a fit because I was hanging with the white kids, and they wanted to stop. Why are you hanging with these white kids? Why? Why are you doing that? Why are you going with them? Uh, not even to ask me that. Just, not even to ask me to the point where, I mean, I had an agenda. Uh-oh. Don't tell me my picture is gone. Oh, I'm not even the right one. I'm not even the right one. I'm just pushing a button and I'm not even on the right one. Well, anyway, it was silly. Really, it was just silly to me. They, like I said, they really didn't. This is some kind of other tree that's here, and this is okay. This is kind of other tree, and is it just okay? It's another tree here, another tree, and it's a bush. I don't know what type of bush. I have no idea. I couldn't say, but I know it's not a palm tree because it's right here. So, and I just didn't understand what the big deal was. I knew, what I wanted to do, and that's what I wanted to do. And I didn't know it was such a big deal because I did it, because I wanted to do it. I didn't realize it would hurt anybody because it didn't seem like it would hurt anyone. They wasn't always watching me before. I used to hang with myself, and draw a picture. And then every now and again, these people, same people, come by and ask me and say, hey, why don't you walk with me and hang with us? No, they didn't. They never did. And so when I just started just doing things myself, just want to figure out life and, what's the big deal and all this stuff, I did my investigation. What's the big deal? I wanted to know what the big deal was, because I didn't know. I mean, I used to get candy. The white people had candy, and that's not why I hung with them, because they had candy. But I got candy every day. It seems like they always had some candy, and I hung with them. Not because of it, just wanted to hang with them. And they wasn't talking about. They didn't say, Bernadette, why are you hanging with us? They didn't say that. None of them did. And I thought maybe they would ask because, they would probably want to know, why are you here? Why are you here, Bernadette? You should be with your black friends, And of course, they didn't say that. So they wasn't going to say that. I don't think they would say that. There's a person in here. A person's fault, a person don't have a detail to this person, but I'm assuming they're relaxing in in this pavilion. I'm gonna just call it the pavilion. It's a beautiful pavilion. It's another relaxing chair there, and especially if you're surrounded by these beautiful, beautiful islands. You have water over here. And you have, and of course, they have shadows cast. Yeah, shadows cast all over the place. And this is supposed to be a body of water right here. This is this little area here. We have a little area of some whatnot land. I guess it's just right there, but then it cuts off, and this whole area is a body of water as well. And it's something like this, it's something like that, and have one of those posts there again, to hold up the whole pavilion, have those posts and it looks beautiful in the picture, but I just have no color. I have no color, people. I just don't have color for this fantastic picture. I just don't have color. I have blue color, yes, but I'll paint the whole thing blue as a sketch. And so we have, there we are. We have some, where's this? We have some, there's always things they have done right here, but this is supposed to be red because it's like a color display or something of flowers, and you have a block right here of blocks separate, I guess. Right here, right here, right here, just to separate this land from this land. Okay. And then we have a palm tree. Palm tree is right here. Palm tree, right here. And this one, it's going like a palm. Palm trees. Palm tree. And I'm only doing, I will be saying I'm coloring in like this because that's what I'm doing. More palm on here. Okay. So, some more pavilion. Some other persons reading a book and stuff like that. Reading a book. Sitting up there, person with a hat sitting up there, reading a book, have the book in the hand. Now, I don't mean it's their whole island, okay? It's not, because I don't think it was their whole island. But they just happened to be there maybe before the other tourist people come in there, because they're going to spot this. And they're going to say, hey, what about this? We're going to hang around here. Oh, it's those snobbish people hanging around there. Let's wait till they're done. That would not be nice, but you fall in those situations when you want to be over here and this other person took it. This other couple took it and they're in it, and you don't know how long they're going to be there. Yeah. I mean, probably feel the same way too about you. You got it and they want it. So, it's the same thing. Oop. You know me, I would do that. And these touch screens, I just tell you, the touch screens is I mean, I like it. It's touch screen, but sometimes you touch there and you touch there just a little bit. You're not even your intentions is not to touch there a lot, but even a little bit you touch somewhere, and these touch screens will just move and you forget that picture. Then I'm going to show that picture at all anymore. Man, how many times this happened to me? How many times? Too many times. this has happened. But anyway, they just give a snapshot of this, and this is bush. This is a red flower. They have red flowers here and stuff like that, just around this area. And the rest is just, kind of palm trees and stuff like that, and you know, just have those. And so there is your island scene. Oh, you like to go there, Probably not to this one. Probably you would say, well, I do the real one. The real one. I know the real one's better. But this is all green right here. And this is the water. Right here is water. And, you like to be in a pavilion, nice pavilion. And this is the sky, you have the clouds and stuff like that. You have clouds all over the place, clouds. So, this is the island scene, this is the island idea. Probably, you just want an island idea, maybe. Let's put it that way, you have these green trees and green here. It's green. This is green. This is green. This is still green, but this is a separate of green. And this is some other color. This one is some other. I don't think I have that color, but let's say it's purple. What do you do with this space? I don't know. We just put. I don't know what we do that space. But, and then we have a flower display. You just see the red and here and, red things, red flowers. I don't know what kind of flowers. I can't see that well from what picture they gave. Just give you a snapshot. And this is the island. This is the island scene. I don't do too many of these island scenes. It's not my forte, though people like you to. Can you draw an island scene or a scenery, a tree or a duck? And doesn't have. I did do a scene up there a long time ago. This is like before my kids were grown. I did that, and I did that for the church too. You probably can't see it good. But anyway, there's the island scene that people visit, and I can't find the picture of it. I lost it. I actually lost it in this, and I said, what? Can't believe you. Oh, there it is. I think I got it. Okay, here we go. And there you have the island scene. Maybe you want to go to the island, that particular island. Maybe you don't. But there it is. And I'll let you see this one again. So not to ask me to do these things. Island scene. Here we go. It's my picture of. It was something back there, and here's this picture. But I'll have to do and say, hopefully until next time, if you even watch me, it may be like, why do we even have this here? Who is this lady? And I hope, that you moles on and you see my artwork and you say, yeah, let's listen to her. I gotta listen to her. I don't listen to her. And this is how I feel. I just feel about things, People, we live in a human race. God separates our evil from the person. That's the beauty of it. And you have a choice. All of us have a choice. Good. You can do good or do evil. We also have a choice. Who do we serve? Do we serve the world, our friends, things? Or do we serve God? Simply, do we serve simply God? And because if we choose those other things opposite from God, you're choosing the hell part, which leads you to hell. And so that's what we know. And if you read the Bible, just read the Bible. It's, you learn a lot. You read His Word. And that's what we have. That's all we have. That's the more standing. That's the concrete. That has not changed. You can change and make these laws set up for, black people. If they did something wrong, I'll be frightened. If another black person does something to me and harm me, and all he has to do is say, no, he didn't do it. And that's frightening. Or if he does it to a white person, one of they behaving evilly and do it to a white person, and all to say, I didn't do it. And the police supposed to fold to say, okay, maybe you didn't do it. Is that how the world's supposed to be set up? Please. I wouldn't want to live in that world. Would you? Some kind of order has to come about. And they don't like the order of our president coming about, but something has to happen with this order. If it's going to be a peaceful march, beautiful, peaceful march. It was sad that happened with that guy. It's wrong that happened with that guy. It shouldn't happen again with that guy. You should train your police officers and maybe ask the question, do you really want to work here? Come on, Bob, do you really want to help all people, or you just want to help your kind? And if he doesn't, he needs to go. He just needs to go, or he or she needs to go. Because I won't want them to protect me. If they're going to just say, okay, look, I'm going to help this white person over here. You can fend for yourself. No. Who wants a police officer like that? But you can't throw all the police officers in the pot. They can't do that. Because we have black police officers. We have Chinese police officers. We have Spanish police officers. You're going to put them all in the same pot and say all of them are wronging us because they're with white. Come on, people. It's all people. People. We're all in God's image. We are. And He loves us. All right. Well, I'm going to go and save your money. Save. Let's save. And God bless y'all.